Okay.
It might be a little bit bitter because the milk burnt a little bit. I don't know. Not an expert, but
I'm just going to go ahead and say they messed up the recipe.
I was excited though because I saw Gabe coming in with a lot of flour.
drinkable for
that's
sure.
for the pizza on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Exciting. Well, this game's exciting as well. This best of
nice segue.
2 we've got coming up. Clem and Lambo. And it's actually the first time we've seen Clem on the stream today. He's just been off in the distance, kind of beating up on everyone. Lost a map to Nice, but 9-1, still looking good for first. And obviously a win here helps to cement that for him. So we'll see if he can do it, as he actually gets to play on Waterfall here, Gabe. So pretty nice map for Terran to start. We're still liking Waterfall in this current meta.
Well, I mean, it's slightly Zerg favored, I would say. So
Really?
not the best map, I would say.
I remember last HomeStory Cup, all the Terrans were like, yeah, Waterfall, it's the best map. And then we looked at the win-loss ratio and the win percentages. Yeah.
Well, they believed the Zerg propaganda. They were advertising the map as a Zerg, Terran map, I mean, but I mean, if you look at the stats, then there's not really the map that you want to play necessarily as a Terran.
Turns out every map's pretty good for Zerg.
Well, there's a few that are okay. Better than last map.
What do you think is the best Terran versus Zerg map right now?
I think it's Moondance. That should always be the #1 veto.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You like playing on Moondance or not?
I haven't played that much recently, to be honest. I've played a couple games here and there, but...
Okay. Yeah, Moondance is pretty sick.
Yeah.
In base, short rush.
It's a fun map, though.
Yeah. It's actually kind of cool we have an in-base expand map that's not, like, super terrible.
Yeah, it's like one that's actually slightly risky.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. What do you expect to see on Waterfall then out of Clem, Gabe?
Well, the game is already quite far in. He hasn't taken the second gas yet, so that usually means it just triple CC into Banshees. Especially on Waterfall. I think that's a default build for Clem.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's very good on Waterfall. The Reaper in the early game can usually get a kill. That's why the Zerg makes 6 Zerglings a lot of the times.
Just because of the rush distance?
Yeah, like this shortest rush distance map for the Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, as obviously the Crypt Unit does get to go down, at least the Lings protect that. And we do have Clem, just like you say, send him into that 3CC, and you reckon Banshee's behind this? Just stay safe against any potential quick roaches?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just what Clem usually does.
How is Lambo currently doing in this group?
6-4.
Okay.
He's had a lot of
So this is an important one for him.
Yeah, he really needs, I mean, even just to solidify like 3rd and 4th place, right? Otherwise he could be in some trouble there too. He went 1-1 Spirit at least.
It's a quick lair, guys.
Yeah, this is actually quite a quick lair, isn't it?
I think I like that actually. If he goes for a Nidus, that'd be pretty good actually. Because I mean, I predicted what Clem was gonna do in this game. I mean, based on the fact that he only has 1 gas, but if you asked me like what build would he go for before the game, I would have said like 3CC Banshees as well. So maybe Lambo assumes that exact same thing, and therefore a Nidus can work. Especially because in the past, players like Dark have done that to Clem in like the first game, and it actually worked out. So I can totally see that.
So do you see this coming as Terran at all? Because normally you'd expect an Overlord to fly in right now, and he's not doing that.
That's the question.
Like, you've got a Marine patrolling.
It was actually on the same map where Dark did that Nidus, and it was in the main base. With Lambo, you don't know. Like, some Zergs, it's easy to tell they send in the Overlord. They're not going to all in. And then if they don't send in the Overlord, they can all in. For Lambo, it's like up in the air. He usually doesn't scout with the Overlord, so you can't really make any assumptions based on that. However, the Marine inside the main base is in a good position, and the Hellions somehow pull back, so maybe he's feeling something here.
All right, well.
The only way for this to work is if the Banshee flies straight across the map instead of staying at home, but we can see.
Right there. That's going to be taken down pretty quickly then, so this Knives will not get up. The Lings going to sneak in, but the Hellions are nearby, so the Lings just went in. The Hellions are going to come back from the other direction.
That was a little bit unfortunate that he sent the Hellions towards the Nidus, because they, like the pathing bugged a little bit there, but he's totally fine. He's going to defend, and all he needs is 1 bunker, and then he's going to win the game.
All right.
That's actually pretty sick, though. So what was the tell here from Clem? He didn't have a lot of vision, right?
I assume that he saw not that much creep and a lot of energy on the queens. Maybe he didn't see any drones at the third or something.
Yeah, he didn't see many queens either, I guess. So now you're sitting here with a bunch of Zerglings.
Yeah.
Thinking about what you've done.
I mean, he's got a Baneling Nest at least, so he can try some kind of Bane bust, but I mean, Clem just knows he's got to sit defensively, right? Just a little while, sit defensively, and then you can obviously get some information with these Banshees. He's going to see the Queens over here.
He skipped the bunker.
Okay. The bunker is like unkillable for Zerkia, but I think it's already past that point. It doesn't even matter. He has Cloak and there's no Overseer even.
Yeah.
Banshee. Okay, targeted in the main base.
Well, all the Lings is going to run in. Actually, everything went up to the main, but the Hellions are still on the low ground, so these Lings are starting to get roasted. The STVs just pulled back, and now we morph in the Banes. And yeah, there's just no Overseer, right? So Queen's going to start going down. Though? The Queen's can't even transfuse, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's walking up a ramp with no creep or anything. Like, this is pretty much just worst case scenario. Yeah, GG. This is game one going to Clem. GG.
Small tells, but apparently he figured out, you know what, I need to keep the Hellions a little closer to home. And not bad is not really what you're going for, though. When you're making
apparently, it's because it's dark chocolate, but, well...
Well, they just didn't put enough sugar, right? That's probably the issue.
Yeah, can we get like a couple spoonfuls of sugar?
It's definitely not too salty. I saw they put some salt in it, but...
they put salt in?
Yeah, I mean,
you're
it's
supposed to.
normal, but...
Jeez.
Very easily.
I like how they were surprised by the fact that the milk, when it starts boiling, actually comes out of the pan. They're like, oh no!
Yeah, that was a true disaster. That kitchen looks so nice, tidy, and everything. The moment it came over, I was like, no!
Yeah, who's gonna have to clean that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hopefully, not Beyond Colors there. If they do half
They definitely not, because they were downstairs seconds after that segment ended. Maybe Maddox did it.
Clem's drinking some right now.
He doesn't look too pleased.
Well, hatch gas pool, a Rex. Nothing too wild. Data C for the map. Gabe, do you know how the vetoes work in this? Like, do we get 2 vetoes each? Pick one, or?
Yeah, and then the last map is just...
It's just not played?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 2 vetoes each. So kind of, we're going to see a lot of Data C, pretty much.
Yep.
It's kind of a given. This one usually makes it into best of 3s, and it's usually the pick of 1.
But this map, I think, is the second best for Terran.
You think it's second best?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Well, it has a lot of good tank positions, and it's hard for the Zerg to attack. It's easier for the Terran to attack usually, and I don't know, I usually see Terrans win on this map, and on Waterfall I see them lose.
Are you not worried about how many bases the Zerg can get, though, on this map? Or is it just doesn't matter because they can't attack into you?
Well, yeah, that's kind of it, but you can put more pressure on easily on 4 or 5 bases on this map. Because of tank positions. Yeah. And the pathing is a lot better than on any other map.
Okay.
There isn't a lot of counter-attack paths and stuff like that. There's only 3 main paths on this map.
Okay. Now, very cool. As you see, little Rubber Grenade goes down, and drones are going to get bopped. Some Lings will take some damage. And obviously, we'll see if he can grab himself a kill here early on this time around. Obviously, that's the Queen. I'll push this back and start pushing that creep out as well. Reaper doesn't go back in. And once again, 3 CC from Clem. As he drops a little grenade. Still haven't seen the creep tuber though.
Clem's Reaper control is really sick though. Trying his very best, delaying that creep tuber for as long as possible.
Gabe's drank so much of that chocolate, I feel like I have to try it again.
Well,
is he drinking the chocolate?
Yeah, I mean, I finished it. Why would I not finish it? I mean, that'd be rude. But the more I drink, the better it is. I think it might have been the heavy cream that was kind of bad on top. I mean, it wasn't even...
Every time I see you guys taking a sip, you look really grossed out. I'm not even gonna try, guys.
Yeah, I can also do it and like smile.
I'm trying to understand how people can like it.
I'm becoming morbidly curious about this stuff.
Well, I understand what they're saying about, like, it's dark chocolate, so it's bitter, but, like, it just doesn't taste good.
Okay, I'll try it. Oh, what's that on top? It smells weird.
That's pumpkin spice, I think. Do you not want the one with the biscuit in?
No.
Yeah, have the one with the biscuit inside.
With a biscuit inside?
I hope they didn't put that.
They put one of these inside.
Yeah.
Why?
Björn just went for it. There was no control in that man.
Oh, it is pretty bitter. Yeah. They just didn't put enough sugar in.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
At least now we know. next time we get called up for hot chocolate challenge.
I'll do it, guys.
Yeah.
I haven't made hot chocolate in a long time, but you know, you can just buy hot chocolate. You can just, you know,
go to the store.
you can just warm it up.
Yeah.
Highly recommend
You know, when
that.
they said a hot chocolate making session, I thought, oh, they're just going to make hot chocolate, have a drink, be like, yay, we're all warm and cozy. Instead, they half destroyed the kitchens.
Well, they did like, how many bars of chocolate was that? Like 2 bars?
2.
That's like $5 worth of chocolate. You can buy, you know, you can
Literally,
buy
like,
chocolate.
40, like enough stuff to make like 40 hot chocolates. So.
Yeah, true. They spent like $10 on making hot chocolate. You can just buy your own, guys.
Clem's just going to go Banshees again, so just wants to feel safe and
I mean, this part of TVZ is always
similar.
Yeah, triple CC Banshee's just good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Again, just going to see Lambo layering a Bane Nest. Well, not again, but this time we'll see layering a Bane Nest before he goes upgrades, so we'll be just getting that Baneland speed. Is there any kind of style you're expecting from Lambo, Gabe? Like some data C? Like, is this going to be very Ling Bait heavy? Looking for Hydras?
You wouldn't make Hydras, they suck. But
What about lurkers? How do you feel about lurkers? Wardy has made some
They're very good,
controversial
yeah.
statements about lurkers today.
CVP in a
yeah.
specific game.
on this map, actually, Lambo likes to go lurkers a lot. So I actually expect Hyderling Baneling.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, he also sometimes plays Mutas. I don't understand the roaches here.
No.
That seems a little odd.
He already made a Baneling Nest, right? Did he cancel?
Yeah, he made a Baneling Nest for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So he's going armor as well. Is he going for another push? Like, he has to go road speed and Baneling speed at the same time now, right?
And this seems to be a more prepared.
What?
He cancelled it so he doesn't scout it.
He
but
cancelled and
sees,
restarted?
Yeah, he cancelled it. It was right there where the Banshees are on top of it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want Clem to see, so he does have a plan. We'll see what that plan is.
Oh dear.
He's actually, like, you shouldn't be able to do that much with the Banshees. They kind of killed a bunch of queens, and now they're killing some drones as well.
Well, he
And
scouted the
did
roach
see,
horn again. Yeah. Oh my god,
Now we're
okay.
going Spire with ranged attack. Yeah, Lambo definitely had a plan.
Yeah.
I guess it might be a plan against the Woodermine playstyle that Clem favors instead of the tanks. But
So did Clem just scout that it got cancelled again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's gotta feel
He
good.
didn't see the Spire at least. It's like the save and grace.
Yeah. By the time the Spire is out, though, there's gonna be
actually,
so many Marines.
Clem went into tank, so this wouldn't have been good for Lambo anyways.
Add-on complete.
He's so close to spawning the Spire.
He's gonna spot it, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit of preemptive information on that. Just goes a long way. Well, the Banshee gets pushed back again, so maybe not just yet. But we have got Marines that are going to find an Overlord, and we're going to start tonight
Yeah,
to creep
that's
into
right.
this base as well. Remember, we've lost a couple of
my
Queens, making another one as well, so Clem gets a lot of control over here, and Lambo's been, you know, kind of hooing and hawing over what exactly he wants to do. One more Queen kill, and Clem leaves without losing anything more than a Marine.
I don't think this is too bad for Lambo. I mean, everything got scouted.
He just hangs above it. Are you gonna cancel this one too?
Not too bad for Lambo.
Yeah, considering that he took so much damage, it still feels like he has a little bit of control now. Good work account. Feels like Clem may have messed up the macro a little bit.
Uncharacteristic mistake. He is actually sighing right there, shaking his head.
Yeah, and I guess now Lambo gets, I was going to say he's going to get the meters to clean up these drops a bit, but Clem kind of lost the drops anyway, so not ideal for Clem. He will start up his 2-2. He's going straight into Drill and Claws now as well. Once those mines up to help against the meters, this Banshee not going to find anything extra.
Just hang it there. Wait until you've got energy. I guess the mutas are gonna kill it. Sad Banshee life.
It's that Banshee life.
Just gonna chill there in the corner now, waiting to die.
Yeah.
So Lambo has to play very defensively, right, for at least a while. I mean, maybe he can try some Baneling roll buys. I don't think he can really go for an attack. Like, not with the main army.
Never. Usually against Mutas, what you do as a Terran is you set up on 4 base and then you do a parade push after you have established your bases and zoned out the Mutas enough. So that's what we're seeing now. He's going to go up to more barracks soon, and he's not going to attack for a little bit longer. Until he's max probably, and then he's going to go. Marauders come in very handy here. With
Yeah.
Marauders, he can push forward and soak up all the Baneling hits.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. It makes it so tough for the Zerg to fight when there's...
Is he still in 1 Evo? I think he is, right? There's
No,
some
no,
pictures.
No, because he started missiles when he was going Carapace, then cancelled into melee. He just hasn't started +2 melee because the...
Okay.
I guess because the Carapace was just sooner than the melee, basically. We are going to fight here as Lambo comes forward. Widowmine gets a shot to the tail end there as well, and Clem's able to push that back pretty easily. There's more Banes morphing here as Clem is going to have to drop another stim. He's still got Widowmine active as well over here. It doesn't do too well for him. And he is going to just turn back into these Banelings, which keep on coming, but once these Banelings are gone, Clem's going to be having a good time against the Mutas. Of course, the Mutas would just disengage at that point.
Very surprising to see him attack like that, I think.
Lambo, you mean?
Yeah. Attacking into the Terran is usually what the Terran wants.
It was also such a random spot. There was nothing there.
Yeah. There's just no creep, right? Maybe if you're hitting the base at least, you can get some economy killed, but you just have nothing that helps you out. Terran's pre-split, Widowmine's everywhere.
2-2 finishing here as well for Clem.
Yeah, it's going to be nice with no melee upgrade on the side of Lambo for a bit. He just gets supply block Lambo too, losing an Overlord or so. And as the Mutas come forward to help clean out some of the mines, and well, so far the mines haven't been too crazy, right?
I'm actually impressed that Lambo is in this spot though. I felt like earlier on he was in a lot of trouble. He's still not in the best of positions, but after he was forced to cancel his structures a couple times, figured Clem would be at a bigger advantage.
Still playable for now.
Bane's going to run in again, I wouldn't mind. Does get borrowed. Oh! Wow. That's what the Zergs complain about.
Is that what you dream of, Gabe? At
I
night?
mean, the Zergs has to mess up big time for that to happen.
Not wrong, man. Well,
oh my god.
Thor is in position in time as well.
Wow, Mutas do nothing. Clem's pretty much got a base kill over here, so this is really nice for Clem. Obviously, that wouldn't mind helping a lot with the momentum as we just continue in, and this hatchery is going to go down. A couple units spawn on it, not doing much either. And Lambo thinking about whether he can actually take a fight, perhaps to clear this out, but he's already pulling back, and Clem's going to be able to get away.
How far behind he is in income now. Like, Clem is actually ahead in mineral income. So now the game is going to turn in his favor. That's why the game was looking kind of good, because he was mining more, but now Clem is actually going to start mining more, and therefore there's not much he can do.
We're going into the ghost territory as well.
Also, his army value is like not as high as it should be. Usually Zerg has like significantly more army at this point, but he actually only has like 15 Banes on the field. That's nothing in this situation. 19, 5 on the way, and there's like 24 Marines and then still like 3 Thors and 8 Marauders. Don't think 25 Banes can crush that. Maybe the Marauders, but that's about it.
This Thor's going to tank a little bit as well, still alive here, and just going to push up this ramp. Clem is on quite the journey over here. A few of these Banes continue to go down. Just going to be having Ling's Banes continuing through the Myrtleists in the sky, continue forward, and the Medivacs continue across.
I like how Take is still walking around with his robe.
Yeah, I told you the show is only now starting that I'm here. I'm kind of sad this was a rather quick series. I mean,
Yeah?
Well, you're going to stay on for Clem Showtime, right, Gabe?
no, we'll have to buy some groceries for the pizza.
For the pizza, I see.
But I'll be back later for another series, I think.
Yeah? We'll get some get some of that Gumiho action on screen, maybe.
Yeah, probably. People need it.
Well, the game is not entirely over yet, but it's not looking all too hot here for Lambo.
No.
I was almost doing the caster thing, Wordy, but oh my god. Another Terran dream.
It's not entirely over apart from the part where he's going to die. If Clem A-clicks into the army but actually move commands, I mean, obviously Lambo can like draw it out, but like
It's a lot of mutas.
you're
How
down.
many mutas is that? 24. Huh.
But that's not good. He's got like 20 Lings, 20 Banes. It's basically the mutas are the only good part of Lambo's army, and he's down an upgrade. Like Clem has +3 attack, so yeah. I mean, these mutas are basically going to be the one thing that can pull Clem apart, and Clem just pull back to deal with them, at least for the moment, so Lambo buys some time.
At this point, he's not playing to win, he's trying to survive.
Yeah. And you just hope the Terran makes a mistake or two, right? And then you can maybe get back into it, but
Well, usually, if this was a ladder game, I would say that
Lambo would be
he's hoping that Clem disconnects.
get some cheeky
Best
points.
chance, yeah.
Well, a bunch of Banelings wolfing. Lambo going to go on the offensive, which is almost seems like maybe Clem won't expect me to attack, so he'll be unprepared. Because obviously attacking off creep over here when you're already in a bit of a tough spot's kind of rough. I mean, he catches half the army, but then the other half's going to come in and start to work on these banelings again off creep.
Oh.
These banes are going to struggle to get proper connections. The ones on the top start to turn it into something, but I mean, look at Lambo's supply at the tail end, right? It's coming out so much further behind Clem.
Yeah, these are just so cost inefficient, right? Like he just doesn't have a lot of money and he's trading cost inefficiently with the army that he's got. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do as Zerk? Yeah.
See the sensor towers? That's data C every time. So many sensor towers.
Oh god.
And they do it,
well, you know what? That's a good
on
start.
this map.
Getting a couple medevacts, not bad.
One of the reasons why the map is kind of nice in this setup.
You can see everything.
Yeah, I mean, the sensor towers pretty much cover everything.
You see everything.
Except the main.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's exactly where Lambo is going to go. I don't know how many missile turrets are set up over there. But Lambo's going to get... he's going to have to get really lucky here if he wants to get anything done.
I think this is the only chance besides the disconnect that he has. It's a huge Muda run-by. That could be something. But obviously, yeah.
He's kind of dying on his own side of the map as well, right? So anything the Mutas are doing, it feels like Clem's going to find a couple times over himself as he gets that one tank sieged and just pulls back, lets some Widow Mines do some work. And again, just making some of these fights happen off creep to help out as much as possible.
It's like the right decision, but at this point he's already too far behind that it's not going to matter. But this is exactly what he needed to do maybe earlier in this game, if he could. I think this game in general was a little bit messed up for Lambo. He had a plan and kind of got scouted, and then he kind of had to change it.
Yeah, it was awful, right? I mean, he cancelled the Roach Roaring twice. Ended up playing Mutas.
It's a very confusing game for him. And for Clem, he just played normal, I guess, like Clem always does. Like, he felt much more comfortable in this game. Whereas Lambo relied on some strategy that ended up not working or even got scouted, like he had to cancel it. So yeah, he never really got into comfortable position, I guess.
So many bases. The fact Clem just has like the entire bottom of the map coming online as Lambo just about gets his going.
Well, that's his lead. He has infrastructure, he has tech and upgrades and army supply advantage. The only thing that he doesn't have is, or rather the only reason why Lambo isn't dying yet is because he's going for... for a very aggressive composition. Like the Zerg is making, you can say, like an all-in composition, like pure Ling Baneling, no transition. So obviously Clem can't kill him if he's only making Lings and Banes on data C. You're gonna have a hard time killing the Zerg, it's gonna take a while. But if you look at the economy, then pretty clear story.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very much so a case of, like you say, tough to kill. But Lambo's not exactly like you say, he's playing to survive, not to win at the moment, as these Mutas are going to take a lot of damage off those couple of Thors running into this. Lambo's losing a lot of supply as Clem splits backwards again, fighting so often just off creep throughout this entire game. And again, Lambo comes out 20, 30 supply down on this battle, and Clem is once again marching forward with these Marines.
He's got 2 new bases down on the top left. So maybe if he's given a little bit of time, he can get back into it because of that. I mean, these trades have all been going better than I expected, to be honest, but yeah, he's still just dying over the course of like 15 minutes. There you go. Eventually it's Clem who wins 2-0. That's a rough result for Lambo.
I am the swarm. Armies will be shattered. Worlds will burn.